Notified now. So, hello, hi, welcome to the Break from Moms. I'm Nicole, and I'm so glad that you're joining me today. Today's show is going to be all about Valentine's Day, and hence this beautiful, big, giant heart in the background. It's actually for my daughter's preschool class. She was instructed to bring in a giant heart to collect all of her Valentine cards. So, in the meantime, I figured I would use it for the show because I have not had an interesting background. So today I have this beautiful heart background that looks like I'm holding right there. Very nice. Anyhow, I'm so glad you're taking a break from your day to spend it with me. And I'm going to talk today not only about some ideas for celebrating Valentine's Day for your kids, but also some ideas for your spouse and significant other related to date nights. Because I don't know about you, but for me, now that I have 3 small kids at home, it's really hard to find time to go out together as a couple for Valentine's Day or really just any type of date night. So sometimes we have to get creative and come up with some neat ways to spend time together at home. So I've got my little date night jar throughout the program. I'll pull out some different ideas that you can share with your special Valentine. So anyhow, let's start out with my organizational tip of the day in a segment that I like to call Get Organized with Nicole. Did you know that today is actually National Clean Out Your Computer Day? I've been having fun with this, so this is kind of like a double whammy segment here, because each week on the show I've been sharing with you whatever the national day is, because we know that the calendar is filled with holidays, but there's also all of these national appreciation days that people don't know about, but they're kind of funny to share on the show. At least the ones that are pertinent to us as moms and as our family can enjoy those with us, some of the more kid-friendly ones. So anyhow, National Clean Out Your Computer Day has to do with the organizational segment of the day. Yes, you can organize your digital files as well. And the best thing to do is every day, go to your inbox on your computer and find at least one company to unsubscribe from. It will clear out your emails slowly but surely. Delete that email when you're done, but make sure to find any company that you're getting emails from that you just aren't interested in. I know sometimes we think we've opted out of things, but we still end up getting things emailed to us that we might not even look at or want. So every day, try to find one new company to unsubscribe from if you are like me and you get thousands of emails, because I get thousands of emails. Anyhow, there are some emails that I want though, and one that I want is from my viewers from the show. So if you would like to reach out to me and just say hello, introduce yourself, and tell me what you liked about the show or share any ideas with me. If you're interested in being a guest on the show, I would love to hear from you, whatever the case may be. You can email me directly at Nicole, Nicole, at thebreak4moms.com with the number 4. So keep that in mind, write it down if you're interested. Again, I'd love to hear from you because I know that you're seeing me, but I don't know who's watching me. I don't get any type of data at this point, so it would really be nice to know who's watching. Anyhow, if you're just tuning in, thank you for joining me today on the Break for Moms. I'm going to start talking all about some ideas for your kids for Valentine's Day. And I am going to post some of my Valentine's themed Pinterest boards on the Break for Moms official blog. So if you are not subscribed to the show blog, write this down. It's www.thebreak4moms.com with the number 4. And I post all of the resources from the show. So today you're going to want to remember these and check them out on the blog. So the first one for Valentine's Day is related to printable Valentine's cards. Let me tell you, my oldest is 5, and he wanted Super Mario or Mario Brothers Nintendo themed cards, and I couldn't find them anywhere. Even though the Mario Brothers is coming back with the re-release of the original Nintendo game system, I could not find in any stores. No matter where I went, I could not find anything that was Mario themed, which surprised me because I recently went to Kohl's department store and bought Mario themed pajamas for my son. So I thought, oh, I'll be able to find those cards, no problem. I told my son, we're going to do Mario cards for you for your Valentine's Day party at school. And then I couldn't find them. Fortunately, I did find that you can print them for free directly off of Nintendo's website. So one of the posts within my board for free printable Valentine's cards is Mario, a free printable for Mario. And it includes Luigi, it includes Donkey Kong, if you remember him. I had Super Nintendo as a kid, so we kind of brought that back out with my kids. Donkey Kong Country was one of my favorites. And it has the princess and the mushroom guy, I don't remember his name, and Bowser, and my kids are having really a good time with those. So I printed them off the computer and cut them up, and my son took those to school this morning. So speaking of Valentine's parties, I do want to let you know ahead of time, before I forget, this show is going to be a little bit shorter than usually. Normally I go from 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern time, but today I have to stop a little bit early so that I can pack my other 2 kids up and throw them in the van and head over to my son's school for his special Valentine's party, because that's something that I don't want to miss. Anyhow, if you are interested in more free Valentine's cards printables, you can check them out on the blog that I just mentioned. I found some for Star Wars. I found some with activities if you're not into, doing the cards, the regular popular cards with characters. I found some with mazes on them, some other cool ideas to incorporate candy with Starbursts and Skittles, some really, really cute ideas. So check those out on the blog, and I'll mention it again in case anybody starts watching this live show a little bit later in the broadcast. So keep that in mind. And let me share a few more ideas with you. The other ones are related to these cute conversation hearts. You remember these? Kids love these. Some of them are kind of chalky. Personally, I've heard that the sweet tart ones are better. So I have the sweet tart ones for my kids. Anyhow, kids just want to eat them, right? And you don't want them to eat that many of them. So it's a good idea, if you can, when you have them, to come up with some kind of activity. So maybe they eat a few and then they play with the rest. So you're not tempted to just throw them out or allow them to eat all of them, because they're very, very sweet and sugary and probably not the healthiest with all of the dyes in those candies. Anyhow, that's my little health facts there for you. I don't want to preach to anybody. But so I wanted to round up some activities and some things that I could do with my kids, because number one, I've got these little ones here that I want to do something with. And also because I bought this whole bag of conversation hearts for my daughter's preschool, and she opened the bag before I had a chance to deliver them. And I know that they're not going to accept an open bag, especially during cold and flu season. So I'm keeping that bag. I had to buy another bag. So I thought, okay, what am I going to do with these other hearts that are open? I hate to just throw them out. I don't like to waste things. So I went on Pinterest and I looked up all kinds of different activities, and there are so many. I just want to share a few with you. One is related to a science experiment that you can do with them by popping them in water and watching them dissolve. So you can check that out on the blog as well. Just look for the pinned board on the blog. All you have to do when you go to thebreakformoms.com, go to blog. It says at the top there's a menu, and it says start here, and there's watch if you just want to watch the archived videos, and I post all of the archived videos from each week's show under watch. And then there's read, and if you click on read and go down to show resources, there's a bunch of different categories, but show resources is specifically everything to do with the show. So if you click on that, later this week, I will post not only the archived video from today's broadcast there, but also all of the pin boards that I have on Pinterest related to Valentine's Day. So you can check those out. And actually, in fact, if you want to check them out today after this show, since Valentine's Day is tomorrow already, I posted it on last week's blog post. So that's up already. So I'll post it twice. So if you want to see it right away to do some of these ideas for this Valentine's Day, then of course, check it out on the blog post. That's the most recent one from last week's broadcast. So anyhow, moving along, let's talk about these conversation hearts. So you can do science experiments. I shared some science experiments, and I also shared some activities like bingo card games that you can print and use these for bingo pieces. You can also do some spelling and writing activities if your child is a little bit older and they are able to read, or at least kind of can read with some assistance from you. You can do that. You can also do some arts and crafts with these. There are so many cute arts and crafts that I found where you glue the hearts in a heart shape, or you can make borders. You can make, one of my favorites that I saw was to make an actual picture frame. And then you can put a picture from Valentine's Day in the middle, but you can actually glue these hearts around a frame. Buy a sheet frame from the dollar store and just glue them on. You could probably use Mod Podge if you've ever used that glue. That's a good one for heavy duty items that you want to just glue on and then seal, and you can actually put glue on top of them and it works as a sealant. So that's a good idea too, but there's so many more. So please check those out on the blog. Okay, now let's talk for a second about your spouse and significant other, because as you know, when you have kids, it's sometimes hard to have date nights. And I don't have anything planned for Valentine's Day for my husband and I know that sounds so sad. I have a card for him, but I need to get creative with things I can do at home because, you know, it's harder not only to go out with 3 kids, but it's also hard to find people to watch 3 kids. It's one thing if you have 1 child, but when you have 3 and they're age 5 and under, it's a little bit harder. So I try to not go out all the time. So for Valentine's Day, we will be spending it at home most likely because it's on a Tuesday, it's tomorrow. And we will be doing some things in the evening together to just have fun at home. So here's some ideas. I'm going to pull some out of my little date night jar that I made in my mom's group. If you are not a part of any kind of support group for moms and caregivers of children, I really encourage you to do that. I started this show in an effort to help moms connect with each other and to actually call into the show and chat with me. So you can chat with me live during this broadcast or any other broadcast simply by using the BidChat app. So if you're watching this show right now from the website, you will not be able to call into the show. However, if you've downloaded the BidChat app from the App Store for Apple devices or from the Google Play Store for Android devices, then all you have to do is make sure that you are obviously in the app right now, and you can click on this video and it should open up a pull down menu. If you're just seeing my profile but you don't see a pull down menu, just tap on this video right now and you'll see a pull down menu, and at the bottom there is a button that says join, or it might say bid to join the show. It'll show you different minute and price amounts, but you don't have to actually bid money right now. It is a promotion going on where you can bid for free. So even though it says bid, you're not paying any money. So if you'd like to call into the show right now, you can, and you could talk to me about your ideas for what you do for date nights with your spouse or a significant other. Or maybe you want to ask me a question or just say hello and give me a shout out from wherever you are watching from. That would be awesome. You could do that at any time. And if you're curious as to what that looks like, let me tell you a little bit, and then I can tell you where you can watch an example. So imagine Skype or FaceTime with a friend, right? Okay, I'm here, you're in the corner, you'll be in that corner, and everybody will see you and I talking live. So you could be in your pajamas, or you might want to fix yourself up a little bit. I tend to want to put on a little makeup before I do my show. That's just me. But regardless, you can call in at any time. It's fun. It's very casual. You don't even have to know what you're going to say. You can just chat with me. I'll ask you some questions, and it's fun. You can do it for as short as 1 minute or as long as 3 minutes today. So keep that in mind. Okay. So if you want to check out other moments with me talking to other callers after this broadcast, just click where you see archive videos within this profile page and click on moments, and you'll see just a little clips of me talking to callers, and that's kind of a fun thing to watch. So, all right, our first date night idea, play a board game. You probably don't need to read that on here, you trust me. Let me pull out a couple more, and then I'll pull some out later in the program so I don't bore anybody with reading off of my popsicle sticks. But yeah, they're just popsicle sticks, a mason jar, and I just put a little label and wrote date night. And there's some tinsel at the bottom so that you can't read everything that's on these, so you don't cheat and pull your favorite out. But you can write some ideas down. Your spouse or significant other can write some ideas down, and you can both put them in here so that everybody's got a chance to win their favorite date night. And you could do these every Friday, or, you know, whenever you're home together. It doesn't have to be on a weekend. It could be during the week too. Anytime where your kids are asleep or with the kids, you can incorporate the kids. Obviously, kids could play a board game. All right, so let's pull out 2 more here. And I don't even remember what I wrote on these. It's been a long time. Unfortunately, my date night jar has been collecting dust. Okay, video record your love story. Oh, that's a cute one. So I guess you and your spouse could sit together and record a video together and talk about how you met. That's kind of sweet. Or what my husband and I like to do, either on our anniversary or on Valentine's Day, is sometimes we watch our video from our wedding. And that's a really nice one, because even though you think you remember everything on those videos, if you have a video from your wedding, you forget. And, you know, the older you get, the more you look back on that and go, wow, look how young we looked, or, oh, you know, how sweet, or look who was at our wedding. Remember, we got to call them up or something. You know, it's nice to reminisce. Okay. This is a funny one. Play a prank on someone. I know sometimes, you know, you don't have to do something lovey-dovey. It can just be fun. Do something with your spouse or significant other, just to have fun and laugh, because sometimes when you have kids, we're not laughing all the time. We're stressed out. Somebody's sick, or we're running around, carpooling, whatever the case may be. So laugh a little bit with them. That can make a great date night. So those are just a few. I'll share some more later during the program. Thank you for those of you that are giving me thumbs up today. That's a great way to interact with me. That's low pressure. You don't have to call into the show. You can simply just click on the thumbs up icon right now. So if you haven't done that, but you're enjoying this Valentine's themed program, go ahead, give me a thumbs up right now. You can give me up to 5. You are allowed on VidChat 5 thumbs up per day. So keep them coming. That also helps my show to rank higher in search results within VidChat, so that more moms and caregivers of children can find this show and can find this awesome network and support group. So I'm here to support you. I'll tell you very, very quickly about my story if you're new to the show. So I told you I was motivated to start the show because I am involved in a mom's group that really kind of changed my life in a positive way. But before that, after I had my first child, I decided to be a stay-at-home mom. And, you know, it was surprisingly lonely. Even though I'm very busy with my kids at home, I'm still a stay-at-home mom, but now I'm a work-at-home mom. It's very lonely sometimes. Even still that I have branched out and I made a lot of friends through my mom's group and across social media, I still feel like there are days when it gets kind of lonely and I want to interact with other adults, but I don't get a chance to do that. So I'm making myself do this once a week as part of this show, to take a break from my daily routine and interact with other people. Even if they're not calling into the show and talking to me, I still feel like I'm reaching out to other people and offering support and encouragement. So in that sense, it's a mission for me, because I don't want other moms to feel lonely like I did or like I do sometimes. So know that you're not alone, and every day is different. Some days are easy for me with 3 little ones at home. Some days are hard, incredibly hard, because my oldest is in kindergarten, but he only goes to school 3 days a week, all day. He goes to a private school. So there are still a lot of days where I have 3 little ones all at home that are not very independent still. Even my oldest still needs a lot of help and a lot of reinforcement, to say it nicely. So I get it. I know what it's like. Feel free to call into the show. Reach out to me on email. I told you early in the program, my email is NICOLE for Nicole at thebreakformoms.com with the number 4. So you can say hello to me at any time, or if you're using the VidChat app, you can actually send me a private message right inside this profile, within the show profile. All you have to do is make sure you've created an account. You just have to put in your email and create a username and password. It's easy to do. It's free. And then make sure you are an official follower of the show. And you can do that by clicking on the heart icon just in time for Valentine's Day. And there's my big giant heart in the background. So look for that heart right now if you're not an official follower. I see there are 80 of you, so I'm assuming that there's got to be at least one person that is not a follower of the show yet. So click on that heart. It will turn red. You can do it right now. And that will let me know after the show that I have a new follower, and I can reach out to you if you are using the app, and we can message back and forth. And also you will get instant notifications whenever I go live. So that's important, so you don't miss future shows. So if you know anyone that cannot make it for the show at 1 p.m. Eastern time, or 10 a.m. if you're on the West Coast, you can also watch the archived broadcast, either right here within VidChat's website or on my blog at www.thebreakformoms.com with the number 4. So keep that in mind. I post all the archived videos on YouTube. You can reach out to me across social media at The Break for Moms, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And I just started, as I was mentioning to you, a Pinterest account for the show. So I'm pinning all kinds of boards with activities for kids, free printables, ideas for parents, and of course, separate boards for the show videos and show blog posts. So check that out on Pinterest. I'm looking forward to reaching out to others on Pinterest. If you've got some great family-friendly boards on Pinterest, go ahead and follow me and I will follow you back and share your posts on the show because I'm always looking for new ideas. So keep that in mind, and I hope to hear from you and meet you on social media. So with that said, let me share a few more date night ideas with you before I move on. But I am going to talk a little bit more about squeezing in that date time with your spouse. Okay, so here's a few more because I'm having fun reading these. And I don't remember what I wrote when I made my little date night jar a couple years ago at my mom's group that I'm a part of. Set up a scavenger hunt. Ooh, this could be interesting. This could go a few ways. This could be an innocent, family-friendly scavenger hunt, or it could be a little bit more of a racy, intimate scavenger hunt, I guess. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to make of that. Okay. Now, this one is for those of you that are women or men, if you're a dad watching the show, of faith. You could write a prayer list and pray together. How nice would that be? You can't be mad at someone when you're praying together. We always say as a couple, the couple that prays together stays together, because you can't be mad at someone when you're praying for each other. It's like supporting each other and, you know, listening to each other's problems and asking for help. So I'm personally a woman of faith, so that's something my husband and I do together, and that's really special. We don't always make time to do that together, so that can be something that we do as a special date night as well. Okay, one more. Write your bucket list. And, you know, this is kind of one of those getting to know each other activities, and I've been married to my husband for 8 years now, but I'm not sure if I could write down his bucket list. So this is probably a good one for me. I know he wants to go to Hawaii someday. I know he likes to travel in general, and I know he is into roller coasters and probably would want to go skydiving if he had the chance. But I don't know what else would be on his list. Do you know what would be on your spouse's bucket list? I'm curious to know if you know that, because I feel like I'm not sure. So that would be a good one for me. Okay, let's do one more because I'm having fun with this. All right, one more date night idea. If you're just tuning in, I'm giving you date night ideas that are easy to do when you have small kids at home, or maybe teenagers, and you just, for whatever reason, can't get out of the house to celebrate for Valentine's Day. So you can use these tomorrow if you want. It's my free idea to you. And most of these don't cost any money or cost very little, and you can do them at home with your kids if you choose. Make calzones together. Ooh, this is an interesting one. Kind of a little Italian theme going on. So it doesn't have to be calzones. You can make anything you want, but just baking in the kitchen or cooking with your husband or, you know, your boyfriend, whoever, would be a fun idea. And I sometimes cook and my husband will help me, but I'm not sure if we're necessarily cooking together. But that could be something you could actually do late at night after your kids go to bed, if you've got little ones that go to bed a little bit earlier. And, you know, you could wait and have a special dinner together after the kids go to bed so it's quiet. You can cook together, have a glass of wine, whatever you want to do. But you could do that together once your kids go to bed. So that's kind of a great idea. And I'm thinking maybe I might want to do that one in the bucket list with my husband. Anyhow, those are just a few ideas. I can post more of them on the blog. And of course, you can find a ton more. There is a website I wanted to share with you. I can't remember it, but it's something like, I don't know if it's datenight.com. I don't remember. Somebody shared it with me in my mom's group, and there are all kinds of free printable activities and special things you can do to make special date nights with your special love interest at home. And I say love interest because I want to be mindful of the fact that not every mom on the show is married, or maybe you're divorced, or whatever the case may be. I keep saying whatever the case may be. Sorry, I got to watch that. But anyhow, I want to be mindful that there are so many different types of moms watching the show with different style family makeups. So I want to respect everybody and know that whatever I share on the show, I want it to be meaningful for everyone. So if you have any feedback from me on ways that I can make the show more meaningful for you and touch on your specific family life, please reach out to me. I want to make sure that everyone is enjoying the show and feeling like they are benefiting from what I'm talking about. And speaking of family makeup, you may be a guy watching this show as a dad, and that's okay too. Or maybe you are a teacher or a childcare worker or a pediatrician, anyone that works with kids that could benefit from some of these ideas on the show. I would love to hear from you as well. The show is for you. You don't have to be a traditional mom. You could be an adoptive mom. You could be a surrogate mom. You could be a foster mom, or you could be a grandparent that is taking on the role of caregiver for a variety of reasons. Oh, I heard my phone beep all of a sudden. Did I bump my phone? I don't know what happened there. Anyhow, keep that in mind, okay? The show is called The Break for Moms, but it's for anyone that is a caregiver of any kind for children, roughly age 0 to 18. After that, most people move out of the caregiver role because those kids move on, they become an adult, and they are no longer dependent. However, if you have a special needs child that's older than 18 and they're still living at your house, then some of these things are applicable to you, even though you have an older child. So I try to be mindful of that when I'm talking on the show. Sometimes I forget to make sure that what I'm talking about is applicable to everyone, but just want to let you know that that is important to me. So please reach out to me if you feel that I'm not doing a good job, or if you feel like I'm doing a great job. I would love to hear from you either way. Thank you for the additional thumbs up. Did you know that that is the easiest way that you can interact with me live on the show, by giving me a thumbs up? If you haven't seen the thumbs up icon, look for it now. It's somewhere by this video profile, and you can click on it up to 5 times. So if you really, really, really like this Valentine's theme, and you really, really like the idea of a show for moms and caregivers of children, go ahead and give me up to 5 thumbs up right now. That not only gives me positive feedback that makes me happy, but it also helps the show to trend a little bit higher on the BidChat website and within the BidChat app, so that other caregivers of children can find the show and can get the support and the resources that they need. And of course, take a break from their day and just enjoy the entertainment factor, because this is like reality TV. Speaking of reality, I want to let you know that 2 out of my 3 kids are home right now. One of mine is napping, my 18-month-old. Thank goodness. Actually, she's 19 months old now. She just turned 19 months. And my 3-year-old is saying mommy right now, and she's about to come join me.
12 o'clock.
Almost. Come here. Come here. I have a surprise for you. Hurry. But you have to be on the show with me, okay? So you have to say hi to the people. Yes, I have candy for you. Speaking of conversation hearts and having a conversation with your child before Valentine's Day, when your child interrupts your live stream, you want to have some candy on hand. I don't always give my kids candy, but I've been waiting for this moment when I would get interrupted, because I knew it would happen, and then I would be prepared and my daughter would be happy. Her hair is not done yet, but she is wearing a Valentine's outfit. Can you stand up on the couch for a second so you can show your cute Valentine heart pants? Let's see those. Stand over here so we can see you. Oops. Yeah, come closer to mom. Isn't that cute? Isn't that a cute outfit? My mom got matching outfits for my 3-year-old. This is Giada. Here, you can sit and say hi. Sit and say hi. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
There are 116 people watching this show right now. Okay, I'm going to give you a blue heart. Did you hear her? She went, she's so excited because I did not let her have these before the show. I'm going to have one too. Does it taste good? Mm-hmm. Apparently, the sweet tart ones are more popular with kids. So if you're going to run out and buy conversation hearts today after this program, I recommend getting the sweet tart ones, especially for younger kids. The other ones are kind of chalky. Are these good? Are they sour?
Yeah.
Oh, they are kind of sour, but they're still good. I did get some from the dollar store that are chalky, but they were still sweet. Some of them are not so sweet, but the ones I got at the Dollar Tree were kind of sweet. So if you have a Dollar Tree and you don't want to spend a ton of money, you could get a bag there for $1. You want one more?
Yeah.
Okay, you have to tell me the color.
Yellow.
Oh, you're so smart. I got to fix your hair. If I would have known you were going to jump on during this broadcast, I would have braided your hair, done something pretty. But that's what happens when you're a mom. Oh, don't jump. And you're hosting a live streaming show and your kids are at home. But I was sharing on another broadcast that I have this issue with germs. I'm kind of a little bit...
Red, Mom, red.
You want a red one? Okay. Well, it's actually pink. I'm a little bit of a germaphobe. So I enrolled my child in daycare, this one. And then we all came down with the stomach flu the next week. So I quickly pulled her out of daycare. So now she's back at home with me. So I'm going to have to figure out what to do with her during the show. But she's been pretty good. She was watching a little movie. I waited because this would normally be her nap time, but she's kind of outgrown the nap, so she's not napping. My other child, as I mentioned, is napping during the show right now. But she doesn't nap, so I'm saving what would be the nap time as quiet time activities, including a movie. So she had to wait to watch a movie. So she just finished her movie.
Blue.
You want a blue one? Okay. Can you read what's on here? Let's read what's on this one. What does it say? Do you know those letters?
B-I-N.
No, it's XOXO.
X-O-X-O.
So this could be a good way for you to teach your kids colors.
Blue.
If you have a preschooler, and letters. Even if they can't read, they can try to recognize the letters. And for a kindergartner and above, they can start trying to read the hearts. See if you see what this one says.
Yeah.
Yeah, it means I love you. I love you. Here you go. Okay, do you want to say anything to our viewers? There are 124 people watching right now. Do you want to say something? Tell them where we're going after the show. Where are we going? They can't hear you. You have to say it really loud in this microphone. Say it. Say, we're going to a party. We're going to a Valentine's party. Can you sit a little closer to me so they can see you? Yeah, perfect. Look at that heart back there. I made that heart for you, and you're going to take that to preschool and put all your Valentine's cards on there. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
What do you like about Valentine's Day?
Red.
You like red? Do you like getting cards or candy?
Candy.
Of course. She likes getting candy. What else do you want to say? Isn't she just the cutest? I love my daughter.
Ow.
Sorry.
Hold on my neck.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to say anything else cute?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want to say?
That's what.
I think it's time for a few more date night ideas. Will you pull one out for me?
Yeah.
Let's share these on the show. Oh, chips and dip night with your spouse or significant other. Do you like chips and dip?
Yeah.
We bought some chips and dip to make homemade nachos. My kids have a hard time sometimes eating tacos. It's really messy. So I told them we would make nachos and put meat on them and make them healthy nachos.
Mom.
Oh, you can have one more. Sorry, and I'm chewing my candy in front of all of you. Here, how about, what color is this?
Papa.
That one says I love you. Okay.
All right.
right.
I love you.
All right, put that in your mouth and then pull out another one of these. We're going to share some more date night ideas for your spouse, and then we're going to talk about that. Make smoothies and shakes. Oh, I used to do this. Now I don't seem to want to make smoothies and shakes because I end up not cleaning my blender. But that's a good one, and it's a good healthy one instead of eating candy or drinking wine with your Valentine. So there's a few more ideas for you. So let's talk for a second about what happens after you have kids and, you know, there's no time to date like you used to. What else can you do at home? How do you make time? Sometimes you have to schedule it, whether it's in the evening after your kids go to bed. Okay, you can have one more. You can have one more. Or, you know, sometimes it's while your kids are up. For my family and for my husband and I, it's as simple as my husband coming home and after dinner, maybe we make some cookies and we have a fire. I'm in Metro Detroit, in the Metro Detroit area, and it's cold right now. It's February. So I like to have a nice fire at night. Or sometimes I just like to sit with my husband and, you know, watch This Is Us on demand. I love This Is Us. Give me a thumbs up right now if you're watching This Is Us and you're into the show.
I'm making flowers.
Okay. I love This Is Us. It is the best show. That's good for a date night. My husband loves it too. So sometimes we watch it on demand at night because we have DirecTV and we're able to pull up NBC On Demand. If you don't have On Demand, it's on NBC every week at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So thanks. I saw that thumbs up. So you must be a This Is Us fan. I don't know who you are, but I'm glad that you like This Is Us. Or maybe you just like my daughter and the heart in the background. Whatever the case, thanks for the thumbs up. Okay. So we like to have a fire at night, or I like to just drink some hot chocolate and just sit and chat with my husband. Or sometimes we like to, like I said, have a fire, just sit by the fire. That's nice. Or I'm trying to think what else we do. Drawing a blank. Obviously, there are some other things we like to do that are not kid friendly that I won't mention on the program. Haha. But other than that, just simple things, just spending time together, just talking together without the TV on, going for a walk, even if it's with your kids. Just going for a nice walk when it's nice outside is a nice thing to do. And it's a great chance to just talk. And sometimes men are maybe more likely to open up when they're walking, when they're doing a physical activity. Men are very physical. So that's an idea too. Do something physical together. Even if it's at home in your basement, like my husband and I, we have a treadmill and a bike. And sometimes we let the kids run around and play in the basement while we exercise. And that's, we're still spending time together. You don't even have to talk. Just have quality date night time together. Sometimes it's just being present. And that's what was the topic during my last meeting at my mom's group. And that was fascinating to me because sometimes I don't think about it that way. You and your special Valentine, you're together. And sometimes, it's meaningful when you say nothing at all. Not to be cliche, the song, when you say nothing at all. But it's true. And for guys, sometimes they just want to be next to you, be physically next to you, like I'm next to my child. And kids like to be next to you too.
I want to hold it.
You don't have to talk to them. They can be doing their own thing, but they just want to be by you, right? My daughter just wants to be by me right now. She doesn't want to sit by herself. She wants to be by me and eat sweethearts. So those are some ideas beyond just the cute date night idea. You don't have to make a date night jar. Just think about things you can do, and you might have to schedule it. Maybe you need to write it in your planner to make sure that you have time. I know for me, because I'm working from home, sometimes I get carried away with wanting to work on my computer at night when my kids go to bed. You can have one more. This is way too many. Way more than I should be giving her, but because I'm live streaming right now, I'm going to let her have a few more. And they're tiny, so that's okay. Anyhow, I would love to hear your date night ideas. If you have any, reach out to me across social media at The Break for Moms. I need to end this broadcast in 5 minutes. Normally I go until 2 p.m. Eastern time, but are you showing everybody your candy? That's kind of gross. That's kind of yucky. You don't want to do that. Nobody wants to see your mouth and candy in your mouth. That's silly. Anyhow, I am going to close out this broadcast a little bit early today because I have to go to my son's special Valentine's Day party. And I'm so excited because after the party, we are helping with a school and a class, kindergarten class, service project. His class, rather than focusing on a big Valentine's Day party, they are passing out invitations. And then one more. I keep saying one more. Look at this. Totally getting suckered here. No pun intended. I think I'm going to have one. Can I have one? So my son's service project, sorry, I'm getting a little bit sidetracked here. My son's service project is that his class made Valentine cards for the local police department from his local city where his school is. So after, we're going to leave the school and follow some of the kids and moms from the school, and we're going to hand deliver these homemade cards at the police station. So I'm so excited about that because my son recently told me, and I didn't even know this, but he said he now all of a sudden wants to be a police officer when he grows up. Originally, he said he wanted to be just like Dad, and my husband, his daddy, is
I want to be a girl.
Designer, an automotive designer. He does CAD design.
I want to be a girl, Mom.
You want to be a girl? You're already a girl. What do you want to be when you grow up? Troy wants to be a police officer.
I want to be...
You want to be a nurse or a doctor or a singer? Or you can be on TV. You can be a live streamer like Mom.
No.
What do you want to do? Look this way when you talk so everybody can see your cute little face. What do you want to be?
A fireman.
You want to be a fireman? Well, you'd be a firewoman. But you could do that. But you have to put out fires with water. Can you do that? You can't be scared. You have to be brave. Can you do that? You can be anything you want when you grow up, honey. So my son wants to be a police officer. So I am really excited to see the look on his face when we go inside the police station and hand deliver these homemade cards from kindergartners. How cute is that? They're going to love it. I know they're going to love it. So I'm going to have to see if they'll let me video or take a picture or something. I wish I could share that on the blog and across social media because it's going to be really a precious sight. So anyhow, I've got 2 minutes left. know that at any time during any show, you can call into the show and talk to me live. If you are using the VidChat app right now, you can do that. All you have to do is tap on this video right now, and a pull-down menu will pop up if you don't see it already. And at the bottom, you won't probably see a bunch of things right now because it's free to call in to the show. But you click on bid to join the show, or if you don't see that pull-down menu, right under this video right now, you should see a circular icon with a B in the center. It's red, and it has the logo for VidChat, that B that looks like a sideways heart. It kind of looks like a Valentine's logo. Click on that, and then it will open up. And at the very bottom of that open screen at the bottom that popped up, you will see a button that says join, I believe, or bid to join the show, and click on that. It's free today, and you can call in for anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes, and you will appear on the screen with me, and we can chat live, and everybody else will see us. Doesn't that sound cool? Or maybe it sounds scary to you. Hopefully not scary. But give me a thumbs up if you want to do that sometime. I can help you. You want to do that sometime? Well, you're live streaming with me now. Give me a thumbs up. That tells me that some other people are interested in calling in, and I can tell you exactly how to do that again next week on the show. I want to tell you really quickly, we have 1 minute left, and my daughter's attacking me for candy, so I'm going to give her one more piece of candy. We have a special guest that's going to be joining us. I am booking special guests, yes, to join us and kind of broadcast with me live by calling into the show. And her name is Sasha Gray, and she has a fabulous blog that's so funny, and you're going to love it. And it is called Lipstick and Margaritas. So I'm not sure if you've heard of her, but she's going to join me on the show, and she's got an amazing story. She is a caregiver of her grandchild. She'll share more about that on the show next Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern time. So mark your calendar. Make sure you pencil in that time. So you take a break from your daily routine and you spend it with me and her on the show. She'll probably call in around the middle of the program. So keep in mind, if you're on the West Coast, that's 10 a.m. next week, your time. I cannot wait to hear from her. She's going to share a little bit about her journey in starting her own business, her blog. So if you're interested in starting a blog, you can probably get some advice from her. It's going to be a great show, and I'll talk about a variety of other topics, including my organizational segment of the day. If you're just tuning in, you missed that. I'm going to repeat it one more time. So in honor of today being National Clean Out Your Computer Day, I am going to give you an organizational tip for cleaning out your emails. If you have a ton of emails in your inbox like me and you're not getting to all of them, it's time to clean them out. You can do it simply by making a point each day or whenever you check your email to go and select one email to unsubscribe from. So if there's a company you're getting emails from, I'm sure there's probably more than one that you really don't need anymore or you're not interested in, just simply click unsubscribe. Do one per day or one every time you check your email, and that will slowly cut down on the amount of emails that you're getting in your inbox. So there's my tip of the day. I'll share more organizational tips next week, as well as some celebrity mom and baby news, and of course whatever the special day is on the calendar. If you go to calendar day, I think it's calendarday.com. No, nationalcalendarday.com or nationaldaycalendar.com. I'm sorry, I forgot. I'll put it on the blog. You can find whatever the national day is on any day of the week. And today is also National Tortellini Day. So maybe have a special Valentine's Day dinner and make some tortellini in honor of National Tortellini Day. Thanks so much again for taking a break from me, from your daily routine. I hope you join me next week. Share with your friends and family, and check out the blog, www.thebreak4moms.com with the number 4. So glad you joined me. I hope to meet you soon, and have a wonderful Valentine's Day tomorrow. I'd love to hear what you did for Valentine's Day. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be anything crazy or extra special. Just spending time with your family and your significant other is a blessing enough. So keep that in mind and keep doing what you're doing. Fight the good fight. You're doing a great job. Being a parent is not easy, but I'm here with you. You are not alone. Happy Monday. Have a great week.